Kurt was born on August 19, 1934, in Salt Lake City, Utah. He was the first of 4 children, and since his dad was career Army, attended several schools while growing up. He received his Air Force commission following graduation from the University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington. Prior to his tour of duty in Vietnam, he was stationed at bases in Texas, North Carolina, Spain, and Japan. In September of 1964, he was assigned to Da Nang Air Base in Vietnam. There, he served as Tactical Air Advisor to the Vietnamese Army and to the 4th Regiment of the 2nd Infantry Division. Though he had more commonly flown F-100s in his career, he also flew the O-1E Bird Dog, a reconnaissance airplane. One of his accomplishments included an appointment to try out for the Thunderbirds when he returned from Vietnam. On the last day of the year, 3 weeks prior to the time Kurt was due to rotate out of Vietnam, he embarked on a mission from which he did not return. The case summary is as follows. On December 31st, 1964, Captain Kurt C. McDonald, pilot, and Specialist First Class Edward R. Dodge, observer and the 5th Special Forces member, comprised the crew of the Bird Dog. On an administrative flight to drop off Specialist Dodge with a secondary mission of visual reconnaissance, they were on a round-robin flight, wherein they were to depart Da Nang Air Base, fly to the A Shao Special Forces camp to deliver documents and equipment, then return to Da Nang. When it was determined that the Bird Dog was overdue in returning to Da Nang, search and rescue operations were initiated and concentrated along the route of the flight. These efforts yielded no trace of the aircraft or crew after hundreds of flights were done. The terrain in this area consists of rugged mountains with a heavy jungle canopy that extends to an average of 200 feet above the ground. A later analysis of the lost incident led to the conclusion that it was probable they were downed by enemy ground fire. Further, given to the circumstances of loss and the type of aircraft involved, the survival of the air crew was actually quite likely. Both Kurt McDonald and Edward Dodge were listed MIA. In August 1982, approximately 18 years later, Kurt's status was changed to KIA BNR. BNR stands for Body Not Recovered. 10 years after that, in 1992, a Joint Activities Investigation team visited an area that several witnesses had indicated might contain the crash site. Among their findings were portions of a small aircraft consistent with the missing Bird Dog. At this time, I just want to conclude with a poem that I found by C.W. Johnson on Memorial Day. You've probably heard this one. We walked among the crosses where our fallen soldiers lay, and listened to the bugle as taps began to play. The chaplain led a prayer, we stood with heads bowed low, and I thought of fallen comrades I had known so long ago. They came from every city across this fertile land, that we might live in freedom. They lie here beneath the sand. I felt a little guilty, my sacrifice was small. I only lost a little time, but these men lost their all. Now the services are over for this Memorial Day. To the names upon these crosses, I just want to say, thanks for what you've given. No one can ask for more. May you rest with God in heaven from now forevermore. Thank you.
Okay.